He used to love you so much. Something evil must have happened to him. The next day, the whole village was buzzing with the news of the king's rejection of Ifeoma and his choice of Ngozi as his new bride. The villagers were happy that Ifeoma had been humiliated and that Ngozi had triumphed. They praised Ngozi for her beauty and said that she deserved to be queen. They mocked Ifeoma and said that she was too fat to ever be queen. They even sang songs and danced in the streets, celebrating Ngozi's victory and Ifeoma's defeat. Ifeoma heard their voices and their laughter and felt a pang of bitterness and despair. She wished she could leave the village and never come back. She honestly wished she could forget the king and his cruel words, but she couldn't. She felt that she was doomed to be miserable and unwanted for the rest of her life, just because she was fat. She became very depressed and hoped to die, because she felt that death would be better than living in shame and sorrow. She lay on her mat, weak and pale, waiting for her end to come. But her end did not come. Instead, Chika and her parents were the only people who came and cared for her. They brought her food and water and urged her to eat. They did not give up on Ifeoma, even when Ifeoma gave up on herself. Ifeoma's mother made it a point of duty to remind Ifeoma that she was beautiful and valuable, no matter what the king or the villagers said. She told Ifeoma that she had a purpose and that God loved her and had a plan for her, no matter what. After a few months, Ifeoma realized that they were right. She was not defined by her weight or her appearance, but by her character and her good heart. She realized that contrary to what Ngozi had been telling her, she was not worthless, but she was precious and loved, regardless of her size. Ifeoma decided to stop wallowing in self-pity and decided to change her life. She realized that the way people treated her had nothing to do with her size, but with the way she carried herself. And so one day, she decided to stop being a victim, but decided to work on herself. She began to take proper care of herself and put in attention into her grooming, not to please the king or the villagers, but to please herself. She then realized that she didn't even need to lose any weight. All she had to do was have confidence in herself and love herself. And when she did this, she started gaining confidence. She also began to dress very well, and in no time, she was transformed into a new person. As Ifeoma